And I did scam somebody.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Family, we back again. We back again. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I want to apologize, but I don't want to, but I gotta do it.
And I did scam somebody.
I gotta do it.
I'm out here making money, man.
I gotta do it.
I beat her back out.
And I did scam
She was in love
somebody.
with your boy.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Peace and love. Can y'all hear me? Press 7 if you can hear me. I gotta get this started right now. I gotta get it started right now. I don't need to go any further. Without no further ado, all I need to do is see 1-7 and we gonna get it started. Yeah.
Wait, it gets worse.
All I need is 1-7. I need 1-7 in the air. That's all I need is 1-7, and we gonna go get it started. I mean, good goodness gracious, here we go. Let's go. There we go. There we go. I tried to warn you. Don't say I ain't warn you. Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV, the greatest integral live stream on the internet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. Oh yeah. Come on, we need everybody to share this. This brother has been trolling around the internet for a long time, and ain't nobody called him on his mess. Tonight, he be called on his mess. I don't care about your killer talk. I don't care about all the time you spent behind the wall. One thing you won't do is come on here and try to grift the people. No, 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 no. Yeah. Let's go.
But do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Loyalty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler. This era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you
I'm getting a few more slides together.
It sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people.
Now tell me what's your purpose.
Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for show. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast estate. I want my town, my sheriff, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate.
Y'all keep hating.
When love is the savior, you don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. That's why you killing, fighting, marry out of your race. If you ain't for Moorish World, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you used to love the Moorish World, come on and build it with me.
Let's go.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, oh yeah. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That town. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
All right, family. I don't see enough thumbs up yet. I'm gonna do like everybody else. I don't see enough thumbs up yet to bless you with my presence. I mean, to bless you with my presence. Family, we gonna kick. The dumb issue. Are y'all ready for the for the start of the show. The dummies. This is something else. God, this is crazy. This fool good crazy. Family, this is good crazy. I'm going to tell you off the break, family. Please, family. Please, family. Please, family. Listen, he got me. He tricked me. He got you, brother, man. He tricked me. That fool got me too, man. I'm trying to tell you this. Let me tell you something. You know I knew something was going wrong, right? So, listen. What's funny to me, so if you're not familiar, welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I'm your host, Brother Tahaga Bay, right? But so last night I had a guy on the show named Ronnie Bo, right? All jokes aside, right? So the guy, so the way that the guy got on the show, let me explain to you. So let me set this up real quick. The way that the guy got on the show is very simple. In the comment section, somebody was like, you need to get Ronnie Bo on the show. He was locked up with R. Kelly. So I said, email me. Listen to the words though. I said, email me. You follow me? And so when he emailed me, right, he said, and I'm gonna show the email in a minute. When he emailed me, he said, he said, man, let's get straight into it, man. I'm not gonna play with this. Let's get straight into it. Y'all ready for this, man? Thumbs up this, man. You know what I mean? Nah, listen. So when he emailed me, right? So I'm green as a blade of grass. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I am the type of person where I like organic interviews. So I don't go into a whole bunch of deep conversations before I interview somebody. You follow what I'm saying? That's not something that I do, because I feel as though that if I do that, then it's going to take away of even the surprise from myself. So I don't go into deep conversation, but what I do is I try to do a basic search. You know what I mean? I try to do a basic search in order to just be in the know as to what's going on with the person that I'm interviewing. But anyway, so I didn't do anything deep. I didn't do nothing deep. But what I would do is, ultimately, I would say, give me a call and let's see how we're going to structure the interview. So I talked to him and I told him that I also had have experiences in college before. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put him on point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a good interview. You know, because I feel as though, you know what I mean, if you've been at the bottom, you know what I mean, I can relate to you to some degree. You know what I mean? But man, anyway, he got me off the break. All I had to do was pay attention. You know what I mean? But it's the internet. I ain't got to be on point. I got to be on point when I walk out the door, but I guess not. Anyway, this was the end. And maybe you're going to catch it before I catch it, right? It says, Ronnie Bo was incarcerated with R. Kelly at MCC Chicago for 21 months. R. Kelly had revealed things to Ronnie Bo about Jay-Z that would make good content for your channel. His most recent interview, which broadcast April 3rd, 2024, reached 30,000 views in 6 hours, and then he put the link on it. Please look into this and consider hosting an interview with Ronnie Bo on your platform soon. Thank you. And then he sent a little video. Can anybody tell me what stands out about this email? Let me grab a water. Anybody? If you don't know, look at the top of the right-hand corner, and it says Ronnie Bo. Yes, you caught it. He talking, but hold up. But hold up now. Hold up.
But wait, it gets worse.
Listen. This brother has been all around the internet on tons of platforms, and no one has called him out on this madness. No one has called him out. Now, I haven't seen anyone call him out. Well, he's going to be called out tonight. He's going to be called out tonight because he's not going to come over here thinking, and anybody that come to get an interview over here, they're going to bring integrity with them because he's going to get called out tonight. You better believe that. Listen, this is all the platforms he has been on. If you look through this, the family, listen. This is all the platforms he has been on. I'm telling you, he's been around. He's been using all sorts of type of propaganda, even where he say he got popped at. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Listen, I'm telling you, he is a class act. But hold up. It's good for YouTube, so we ain't tripping. It's good for YouTube, so we ain't tripping. But anyway, listen. That was the email, right? But I didn't bother to look at the top right-hand corner when I got the email because I'm so busy, right? So I just read the email and I responded as a responsible person would do. Here we go. So I responded and I say this. I say, do you know the brother Ronnie? Hey, family, peep it. DJ Aaron, peep this one. Man, we get these grifters, man. We get them good, too. Peep, he said, I say, because remember, I did not look at the sender because I remember in the chat that someone says you should interview Ronnie Bo. So I'm thinking that this is somebody else. I didn't even bother to look. He said, I say, do you know brother Ronnie? If so, email him and tell him I'd like to interview him, but I'll also try to find his contact. Because the way that it was said, Doggy Diamonds promoted him, but Doggy Diamonds, I don't want to speak for Doggy Diamonds, but I think Doggy Diamonds calling Cap too. I don't know, but listen. Because the reason why I respond to him the way I did because I remember the conversation in the chat. I mean. So I'm thinking that, like y'all say, I'm talking to a representative because someone in the chat says I should get him on the show. And then the email comes and echo the same exact thing. But hold up now. But that ain't nothing. This is what he responds back. This ain't no wonder he was in the feds. He ain't even a good petty criminal. Look at this. I act as his publicist. I can have him either call you or text you directly by the morning, if not tonight. Family, come on, man.
Wait, it gets worse.
This fool crazy. Oh, my God, man. Listen what he said. And remember, I ain't even bothered to look in the upper left-hand corner. Come on, man. Where's Moochie Bear when you need him? He said, I act, but, hey, family, why they come to me with, now I'm going to expose them and I'm the bad guy. I'm going to be the bad guy tonight. You know what I mean? Because all the platforms he's been on, there is no one that questioned or asked him critical questions to make him verify who he was and what he was talking about. Oh, it's about to get nasty up in here. I'm trying to tell you. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain. If I interview somebody on Moorish World TV, I owe it to you, the Moorish World TV citizens, to give a sound presentation and representation of the truth. I owe it to you. And so if the guests come on here and not right, then I'm not right. And if I don't call them on it, then anybody and everybody think they can come on here, say what they want, grift when they want, sell a book, sell a video, sell whatever they want, and not get no, and there'll be no repercussions. Well, on Moorish World TV, different than other platforms, if I catch your hand in the cookie jar, I'm going to slam the top on the cookie jar. Bam! That's right. I'm going to slam I'm gonna slam the cookie jar right. The cookie jar. Y'all know, but them old cookie jars. Y'all see, all y'all. We all a little bit older now. Y'all remember them old cookie jars? They was made of that ceramic, that hardcore ceramic. Yeah, we're gonna slam the cookie jar right on the hand, because I'm telling you, when I interview people, I want us to get true stories. I want us to get true inspiration. I want us to get the true representation of what someone has experienced, and maybe we can grab some guidance or something from it. So yeah. So family, I said, my goodness. And I'm going to be honest with you, family. The first 5 minutes, I knew that it was going to be a train wreck. After I got all hyped, y'all know how I do. Oh, we got a real one tonight. Oh, we got a real one tonight. Oh, here we go. That's right. He better not be reaching for them great value cookies. Oh, you like the duplex. The duplex cookies. Oh, my goodness. The duplex cookies, even when they go bad, they just a little soft, but still good. Oh, God, it's so crazy. I love the duplex cookies. Anybody else love the duplex cookies? in the big grandma cookie jar. I like the European and Asiatics. They got one side black and the other side pale or beige. I like the European Asiatics. The Moors and Christians. I call my duplex Moors and Christians.
But wait, it gets worse.
Won't this man just grow up and just get to the story? Won't he just get to the story? Oh, no, we going to have some fun now, because he's sitting back watching, waiting. Let him anticipate, you know what I mean? Oh, man, family. Yeah, anybody? Am I the only one? Hey, am I the only one that like the... Anyway, family, he faked me out. He said I act as his publicist. But family, before we get started, I want to tell you this. I'm not tripping. So we're going to go on with the flow. Now, and I'm going to tell you, this might be a dangerous brother. That's why y'all need to, if y'all can, y'all better contribute to my my legal fund when I put it up, man. But listen to this. Now listen. Hold up, family. I need a picture so y'all can so he can watch with us. Give me a second, family, because this ain't gonna work right if I don't put him up here properly. Let me put him up here properly. You know what I mean? Let me put him up here properly, because y'all playing. We're gonna put him up here properly so people can see who we talking about. Because this don't make no sense, man. You coming out to Moorish World TV. I told him we ain't that type of people, man. Leave us alone, man. So we're going to put him up here. Now, even when he sent me this picture and he looking at 2 phones, I knew something wasn't right. And when he sent me this picture and said he going to send me this, he sent me a couple pictures, and this was one of them. One of them, he had a stack of $100 bills in his hand. I mean, you know, like the big bankroll, holding them on his shoulder like that. I knew something. I knew something was wrong. I said, man, he holding stacks of money on his shoulder when they got places called banks, shoe boxes, braziers. They got all type of stuff. But he holding the money on his shoulder like a rapper. I said, cook, goodness gracious. That was a red flag. And then he got 2 phones. With today's technology, I mean, he got two phones. You can have 2 phones, but to pose with 2 phones, you would think he did 20 years in jail. Good goodness. That's what people used to do when cell phones first came out. But anyway, who am I? Just a podcaster. Let me just go ahead and do what I do. But here he is right here. But let me tell you, family, this may be a dangerous individual. Let me tell you something. But for the truth, we're going to put it all out there. This may be a dangerous individual. Let me tell you something, family. Look at this. Brother Ronnie, this is a part of his case, right? Listen to what he said. Ronnie Martin, holy prophet known as Ronnie Martin, known as Ronnie Bo, author of Holy Trap Scriptures. It appears on the surface that he is a prophet of the traps. Yeah. y'all think I'm playing, man, listen, I'm about to get out of here, man. Because y'all really think I'm playing, man. For real. He said he is a holy prophet. You hear what I said? Hold on. I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think y'all hear me. I just had to turn the heat down a little bit. I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think y'all hear me. Brother Ronnie filed a federal case, and in the plaintiff's department, he says Ronnie Martin, holy prophet known as Ronnie Bo, author of Holy Trap Scriptures. This is how he filed a federal case. Are you hold up, fam? Y'all don't know how. Y'all don't know how. I don't think y'all know what this means. I don't think y'all understand what this means. If you are filing a case to get justice of any way, shape, or form, and you call yourself holy prophet known as Ronnie Bo, author of Holy Trap Scriptures, y'all say and I say something is off about that. And I'm going to show you what is off about that. Listen, I'm the one that have to do it. I'm the one that have to do it. Nobody else did it. He has done since the beginning of last year, he has done many video presentations on a lot of platforms. Do you hear what I'm saying? He has done many presentations, many of them, and no one called cap. You follow what I'm saying? No one called cap. And I'm talking about 60,000 views, 30,000 views. Man, I'm talking about some of them even upwards as 100,000 views on some of this talking about R. Kelly. But listen, let me show you something. In his appeal, it reads, denied motion because Martin shows no extraordinary compelling reason for release. We affirm. Oh, he was trying to get released. After Martin was arrested for purchasing heroin, his pretrial release was revoked for posting a threat on Facebook. The post included a photo of a man of a name of a confidential informant who urged readers to share this post so we can expose these snitches. The post linked to the rap song by Martin that alluded to unliving informants. At sentencing, Martin presented arguments in mitigation against long sentence. His asthma made him susceptible to the COVID-19 from which he previously recovered. And he unmet mental health needs. And he had unmet mental health needs in pre-trial detention. He had unmet mental health needs. Now remember, he's right in this. The court rejected Martin's arguments regarding COVID-19. It cited a developing understanding that those who, like Martin, recovered from the infection acquire some immunity, but acknowledging Martin's mental health issues. Mental health issues. The court imposed a sentence of 43 months in prison below the guidelines of the range of 57 to 71 months. Remember, he presented the court with evidence that he has mental health issues. The court did not discover it. He presented it, and obviously he would have to have medical proof to prove that he has mental health issues. And now we start the show. Ronnie Bo is in here. Yes. Now we start the show. So we understand Now we understand, man, listen, one thing that I do understand, that I do know, is that it's amazing the courage that some people have to come on platforms and sell these ideas when those who have real talent they delay themselves, they stop themselves, they hesitate on themselves. But those who are clout chasing for somebody's name that is accused and been convicted of a child offense, they got all the heart in the world and will stand before the world and act as if that they haven't said anything wrong and that they are representing truth uncut. They got a lot of courage. Family, if you got some talent, you need to get together and get your thing right. Because if somebody like this can come on here and just make up stuff, and I'm going to tell you, he's really making up stuff. Listen, let's take a look at this. Could you explain some of the contents of that book? I'm gonna try to get the link so I can drop it in there. What are the contents of that book, Method?
Well, they probably won't even need to read it now because I think we went over.
Family, he is here to talk about his experience with R. Kelly and that he wrote a book. But he says right here in our interview that, listen, you probably don't need to read it now. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Nobody saying some of the contents of that book. I'm gonna try to get the link so I can drop it in there. What are the contents of that book, Method?
Well, they probably won't even need to read it now because I think we went over mostly everything that was.
He is here to talk about a book, but in less than an hour, we went over everything in the book. It didn't make sense to me.
In the book, other than the lawsuit that I just mentioned, is included in there as a bonus chapter. And another lawsuit is included as another bonus chapter, and it's one chapter from my other two books each. It's included as bonus chapters. So if they want to read it for those reasons, then that's cool, you know. But other than that, I think I already pretty much discussed everything that they would, find about R. Kelly in there.
He didn't even want to sell his book after interviewing with Talk. Look, for real, I think we done talked about everything. They don't need the book now. I'm going to tell you what happened. He went on all of these other platforms and they encourage the misinformation, disinformation, and the distraction. See, me, I listen and then I challenge respectfully, I challenge what he was saying. I challenged what he was saying, and I didn't challenge it disrespectfully. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I knew off the break is when he came in here with the title Knew More, I knew we was going to have a problem. Because anybody that can be a chameleon in a minute, you send me a picture with stacks of money, you send me a picture with 2 phones, you send me a picture with a hookah in your mouth, and then you put the title under your name, Knew More. I already knew that, you know what I mean? Like, I know real people in the streets, and they ain't gonna change just because they around me. They not gonna sell themselves to being familiar. They not even gonna use the vernacular and play like they're in the know. You know what I mean? Starlight, look at that Starlight. Thank you so much, Starlight. See, that's the love, family. We gonna get this attorney. You know what I mean? For these people filing frivolous lawsuits. Yeah, that's right. We gonna get them. But thank you so much, Starlight. You are such a blessing, and I'm gonna keep it pushing on these frauds just for you. But listen, so nobody never really challenged him. You follow me? Nobody never really challenged him. Everybody was going with the flow. Everybody was going with the flow on every podcast, every YouTube channel I seen. And everybody like, oh, that's a tight interview. That's a tight interview. And one thing I noticed about all the interviews, that everything he was saying was information that you could get offline. It was all ambiguous information, and it was all scattered information. Let me show you something, fam. We're going to get into some of that in a minute. We're going to get right into that in some in a minute. Let's get into it. We got into his book. Look, let's look at this. Let's look at this. When I listen to, now we're going to do some critical thinking real quick. When I listened to the brother, he said, let it play. Listen to this.
Saying, how can you describe to us the environment? Was it a housing unit environment? Was it a dorm environment when y'all were in close proximity of each other, when you got a chance to actually communicate with them? What type of environment was it? Was it like for, if y'all don't know, you know, certain different structures of prison, you got the cell environment, whereas though you might have on the floor level, the people would call the day room or whatever the case may be. You got the pod type environment, and then you got the dorm type environment. What type of environment was y'all in?
Well, it's only 2 dorms in MCC Chicago.
You see how he answered the question? I asked them, was it a dorm environment? Was it a pod environment? Or was it a cell? And what I meant by that was a cell block environment, which means there are aisles of cells. Listen how he answered. This is how you can tell that it's the shake. It's the shake. This is the shake.
Well, it's only 2 dorms in MCC Chicago. That's unit 23 and 21. I've been on 23 before, but R. Kelly was on unit 19 for most of his time there. I think probably at least 90% of his time there, he was on unit 19. And I was only on unit 19 with him for 30 days. And it's like you said, housing unit 2 to a cell, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's really like a dungeon, you know?
The reason why he couldn't say much, and let me give this, let me get this. I mean, the reason why he couldn't say much, right, is because although he could explain the environment to his best of his ability, but he's really like a fish out of water, because he don't know what I'm gonna come with next, obviously. But what I will tell you is that one thing he messed up, because he said it was COVID time, and it was 2 to a cell, and they was locked up 23. And I got a video right here that he said it on the platform, that it was 2 to a cell, and that they was locked up almost 23 hours a day. You understand what I'm saying? And saying that they was locked up 23 hours a day, and they only were together on the same area for about 30 days, that's not enough time. Listen, if you locked up 23 and 1 because of COVID, family, what time do you have to communicate? You go out, you take a shower, you might get some rec, and then you back in. COVID was locked down. Press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. That was a red flag right there. And then it's only 30 days. Even 30 days in a normal environment in prison is not time enough to really get to know someone in order for someone to really divulge anything about their kid. Ain't nobody doing that. That is so unlikely. That is so unlikely. And you're talking about R. Kelly at that. That is highly unlikely. That 30 days, let me show you how 30 days work in an institution. You go, majority of your time, listen to this, majority of your time, even in a regular environment, the majority of your time is going to be in a cell. Unless you're in a dorm. That was the setup of the question. I asked him, was he in a dorm? Because if he was in a dorm, then he have unlimited communication in order to really get into and involve himself into a conversation. If you're in a cell block, I mean, where there's aisles of cells and tiers, then, you ain't going to get that much time, especially during COVID. But even in a normal setting, You're not going to get that much time. When people get out, they want to go and use the phone. When people get, listen now. You feel what I'm saying? Let me say, off the subject, I just want to know that as I'm posting in the chat, every live I'm sent to add the middle posting in the chat. I know it sounds crazy, but it's a fact. Every live, off the subject, but talk about, I just want you to know that as I'm posting in the chat, every live I'm sent to a ad in. I don't know how they do that. That's, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah. So I don't know how they work that. I'll look into that. Thank you so much, Candy Chambers. So let me paint the picture for you. So even in a normal setting, you know what I mean? Even in a normal setting, 30 days is not any time to be communicating with anybody to tell you some intricacies of your experience as a rock star. It's just, unless you knew them prior, because nobody is warming up to anybody like that. That's just how it is. I don't know why these ads coming up, but I'll Google it and figure it out. But that's just what it is, right? And remember, he said only 30 days. Only 30 days. Now, what I want to show you is this. We're going to use this. I am of the opinion. Listen. I am of the opinion, you feel me, that R. Kelly was in the same jail that he was in. He knew R. Kelly was in the same jail that he was in, and now he's using R. Kelly in order to paint a picture, a narrative to give him access to another hustle. You understand what I'm saying? This is access to another hustle. Yeah, YouTube must be putting them ads in there because I'm sure not. This is access to another hustle. Now, listen to this. I want you to listen to that, family. If you're not used to Moorish World TV, we do a lot of critical thinking here. Again, we got a brother named Ronnie Bo. Google him if you don't know him, and you will see that he got tons of interviews talking about that he was, number one, R. Kelly's cell buddy. Number two, R. Kelly's cellmate. Number three, in jail with R. Kelly. Number four, locked up with R. Kelly. All of those things. But when you listen to the interview after this one, you'll be able to see through the surface misrepresentation of him being locked up with R. Kelly. I'm of the thought that they was in the same jail, but they probably 9 times out of 10 never had any contact. Listen to this real quick.
Arthur, I want to try to write a book, you know what I mean, on his side of the story, see what's really going on, you know what I mean, from his perspective. You know what I'm saying? We know the perspective of everybody else. What they say about him is all mostly bad shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to put out, you know, his side of the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when he was in protective custody, what was the process to get him from protective custody into general population? And like I said, I like to paint a clear picture because most of us have never been in that type of situation. You know what I mean? Prison, jail, or something like that. So what is the process to get somebody from protective custody into general population?
Pay attention to this.
Well, from my understanding, your lawyer got a petition for you to be in general population to the jail because it's a security risk for the jail.
From his understanding, your lawyer have to petition. Y'all hear this, right? Pay attention. We in class right now.
Into general population. And like I said, I like to paint a clear picture because most of us have never been in that type of situation. You know what I mean? Prison, jail, or something like that. So what is the process to get somebody from protective custody into general population?
Well, from my understanding, your lawyer got a petition for you to be in general population to the jail because it's a security risk for the jail. So if your lawyer petitioned for you and he got good reasons why you would be safe or why you should be on general population.
All right, stop right there. He said your lawyer will petition for you. Now let's see what he say right here.
Now I know y'all had it hard out here, but we had it fucked up in here, you know what I mean? So we on 24-hour lockdown. They not even letting us out for showers, you know what I mean? They forgetting to feed them motherfuckers sometimes in there. So if we on 24-hour lockdown and y'all not letting us out at all because we got a quarantine, how the fuck I'm gonna have R. Kelly and everybody else in this bitch, you know what I'm saying, sign this document and say, yeah, this is going on with all of us, you know what I mean?
And you got him to actually get on y'all pod, correct?
Yeah, when he first came, you know, in the feds and say,
the interviewer asked him, you was actually able to get him in y'all pod, right? Pay attention, listen to this.
R. Kelly and everybody else in this bitch, you know what I'm saying, sign this document and say, yeah, this is going on with all of us, you know what I mean?
And you got him to actually get on y'all pod, correct?
Yeah, when he first and say, yeah, this is going on with all of us, you know what I mean?
And you got him to actually get on y'all pod, correct?
Yeah, when he first came, you know, in the feds, you know, the rule is snitches and child molesters.
He said, you actually got him to get on y'all pod, right? In other words, in this interview here on the Juice Talk TV, the question is asked is, did he get him out of protective custody, or, you know what I mean, security housing unit? And he said yes, and then he goes on to explain about the feds, which I'm not going to play the whole thing.
General population, you know. But my thing was, I'm a book author, and as soon as I heard that R. Kelly was in this motherfucker, it's like damn, I done heard about the surviving R. Kelly shit. People was watching that shit in there. But my thing was, I want to write a story. You know, it's a solitary story. You know what I mean? Me and Plug get into it, and one of our mutual friends, you know what I'm saying, man, Plug said this would happen. I mean, I might say this would happen. You know what I mean?
See,
you gotta get both sides, though.
Let me stop right there. He's not giving a whole bunch of in-depth information, but he did say, when the guy asked him, the interviewer asked him, so you did help him get out of, what's the name? Now, in the first one, he says that, I got an idea. Let me pull it back for you. Let me run it back. And this one, he says,
is in jail or something like that. So what is the process to get somebody from protective custody into general population?
Well, from my understanding, your lawyer got a petition for you to be in general population to the jail, because
from my understanding, but in a former interview, he says like, yeah, and then he goes on into a conversation. Well, let me tell you what I think the brother did. What I think Ronnie is doing, I think Ronnie is grabbing news stories. You understand what I'm saying? I think Ronnie is grabbing news stories, and he literally, let me tell you something, he is literally quoting news stories. There is no doubt in my mind about this, and I'm going to share one with you in a second.
Hip-hop veteran hats are available right now. The link is at the top line of the description box.
I'm going to show you something.
Snapbacks, and we got bucket caps right now.
One second. Let me text. I'm going to show you how simple this is. The way simple this is, and anybody can grift if y'all want to. This is the trick. All you got to do is, if you've been in a prison where somebody has been in prison, all you got to do is figure this out. All you got to do is figure out the dates that they were in there and some events centered around the prison stint, and you'll be fine. You'll be able to grift all day long. Let me share something with you real quick. Let me capture this window real quick. Okay. You can grift this real fast. Watch it. You see this? R. Kelly has been moved to general population. You can grift real fast, because this all it is. It's a grift. It ain't not more than a grift. It's a grift. Check this out. It's a major grift. They trying to grift the channel, ain't they? But look, check this out. R. Kelly has been moved into general population. Prosecutors are denying he was ever in solitary confinement. R. Kelly has reportedly been moved to general population in prison, according to prosecutors. After weeks of complaining about circumstances of his incarceration, the R&B singer's location has been changed. He awaits trial at the abuse-related. Prosecutors are denying Kelly's attorney claim that he has been held in solitary confinement against his will, and even said he had previously refused to be removed in general population when it was offered. If I go to general population, I'm just up on everybody and everybody's up on me. And I'm trying to figure out how to trust that or whatever. Kelly reportedly said during July 19 phone call, 8 days after his arrest, you know, and that's why I am like, too many people up on you. And I don't, and I done seen too many movies, you know, and it's just, and then I'm so popular here. It's like, yeah, man, Kelly continued. According to the Chicago Tribune, Kelly's attorney, Stephen Greenberg, says the general population move was the result of an ongoing discussion about easing Kelly's confinement restrictions, while a motion with the court and the jail took the appropriate action and moved him. Listen. Bro did not get him out of confinement, man. Bro did not get him out confinement, man. This R. Kelly got tired of looking at them four walls, got tired of talking to himself, you know what I mean? And he wasn't in protective custody, but he probably was, as the brother said, was in a secure housing unit, and he wanted to be around people. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. This is a running story that anybody can find on the internet. In fact, I'll grab one more for you just for good measure. I'll grab one more for good measure. I mean, let's grab one more for good measure. All right? Let's grab one more for good measure. For good measure. All right? Let's do it. Let's do one more for good measure. And I show you that bro, he just grabbed himself some stories. That's all he did. He grabbed some stories and he ran with it. And I'm going to show you one more for good measure. R. Kelly moved to MCC general population. R. Kelly was moved Tuesday from, let me get relaxed. R. Kelly was moved Tuesday from Metropolitan Correctional Center Special Housing Unit. I told you, Special Housing Unit. Y'all still with me? Special Housing Unit to downtown jail's general population. The R&B singer move came a few days after his criminal defense attorney, Steve Greenberg, filed a motion asking for Kelly. This is why he said that I think, to my understanding, that attorney have to file something. You know what I mean? Fix my chair. This is why he said what he said. I mean, and he says, where he had no meaningful interaction with other human beings since his arrest in July. Greenberg told Sun Times Wednesday about his planned move. According to Tuesday court filing by the federal prosecutors, though Kelly's time in secure housing unit was largely the result of his own choices, the secure housing unit is certainly more restrictive than general population. But the defendant last 3 weeks in secure housing unit was not in solitary. And in the event, until recently, defendant preferred to be in secure housing unit over general population, prosecutors wrote. In their response to Greenberg's motion, prosecutor included a timeline of events since R. Kelly arrest. They argue showed the singer had plenty of autonomy while he was incarcerated. In other words, this what he's saying is this thing was an ongoing thing with the jail and with his attorneys. And if you read the whole article, it will break it all down to you, the process, the full article. I mean, and so at the end of the day, 1 minute, bro says he got him out there, then without any explanation, without any conversation. And then another one, he said, I think the attorney have to petition, which we find that right in this article right here, where the attorney petitioned. He wasn't in protective custody, he was in a secure housing unit, and they saying that the secure housing unit was not protective custody, but I'm not there. I don't know, but I'm just saying that it's an easy story for anyone to grab and claim that they did time with R. Kelly. It's an easy story. But again, the 30-day thing claiming that he got all this information about R. Kelly, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make logical sense. It's not reasonable. You know what I mean? Now, there's another thing that he said. He's a newsmore. Yeah, he's a newsmore. And the thing about the newsmore thing, he was saying the thing all wrong. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali has a statement that he's going to open the new Moors are going to come in with their eyes and ears open, and they're going to sit the old Moors to the back. You know what I mean? And it's weird to me that he would know that saying, but he doesn't really know the essence of what that means. But anyway, watch this. Anyway, with that being said, he made another statement too. He says, let me show you something. He made another statement. He said that if I can find it, do I have it? He had a statement where he said that R. Kelly, that Jay-Z, if I'm not mistaken, he said that Jay-Z paid for the R. Kelly documentary. Anybody remember that? He said that on another platform. I don't know if he said it here, but he said that Jay-Z paid for, let me find it real quick. That Jay-Z paid for, what's the documentary called? The R. Kelly, whatever it is. I forget the name of the documentary. Y'all know the documentary, man. Anyway, he said that Jay-Z paid for it. And he paid for it because he was with this girl named, the documentarian named Dream Hampton. I don't know if y'all remember that. So he said that was Jay-Z's girlfriend, Dream Hampton. And that's how she got the documentary made, because Jay-Z paid for it. Well, in fact, Dream Hampton is a documentarian, sure enough. You know what I mean? This is Dream. This is, Surviving R. Kelly. You know what I mean? This is Dream Hampton right here. You know what I mean? And she did the Surviving R. Kelly thing. But she's done many more documentaries also. You know what I mean? Now, he claimed that Jay-Z paid for it. But why would he say Jay-Z paid for it? Because Jay-Z is a part of the story. It's a part of the story to build him some form of controversial credibility. But the reason why I use Jay-Z is because Jay-Z used to support Hampton, Dream Hampton, when she was doing things in the social movements. I'm going to tweet this, and I don't care if Jay-Z get mad. She was talking about all of the contributions that Jay-Z had made secretly. When we needed money for bail for Baltimore protesters, I asked Hit Jay up, and I had Ferguson wired 10, and as I had for Ferguson, wired tens of thousands of dollars in minutes, basically. When BLM needed infrastructure money for many chapters that were growing like beautiful dandelions, Carter's wrote a huge check. They were waging war on black resistance in multiple ways, many of them financially. Protesters literally punished with tariffs. You understand what I'm saying? So he knew that Jay-Z was a supporter of Dream Hampton. And so it would be easy to say Jay-Z financed the R. Kelly thing. And even right here, you'll see that Dream Hampton right here on her post, and more stuff, too much on the list actually. They always insist folk keep quiet. You know what I mean? When we needed money in Baltimore. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? You feel me? GS, you don't need an attorney to take you out from admin. The GP. All you need to do is to request yourself. And actually, I do know that, Mono D. I do know that. But so what he did was he used all of this stuff. And just like Mono D said, you don't need an attorney to get you out of secure housing unit. All you need is to request it. And now listen to this. I know that for a fact, but for him to say, I think it's the attorney, he's saying that because, I'm sorry, my mic just dropped. He's saying that because that's what's written in the news story. Now, anybody that been to Spot, they know that you don't need an attorney to go to general population. But because he's R. Kelly, he's going to use an attorney. He's going to sensationalize it because he don't want to be there anyway. So anybody been in a joint already know that you don't have to do that. I mean, somebody seems like everybody that's a guest the next day you expose. Well, you can't come on my show bluffing. See, the difference between me and other platforms are willing to let people say anything and they just going to get views, and then misinformation will be spread. See, me, I want to teach people that if you come on Moorish World TV, don't come with no nonsense, because you will be. I don't need a guest on Moorish World TV to make it work. So if you come on here, you better come here right. Don't come here wrong, because I believe that you're misleading, and don't come here wrong. That's all I ask. If you come here wrong and I find out, I'm going to let the people know. That's just what it is. But all you got to do is come correct. He didn't come correct. He didn't know anything about R. Kelly. If you watch the video, I re-uploaded it. He didn't know nothing about R. Kelly. And he's been on over 25 platforms, and no one called him on it. See, that's the difference between Moorish World TV. If you come here, just come correct. Because if you don't, I'm going to call you on it, because I don't care. I don't care about the sensationalism and the views that it's going to get by you talking your mystery rituals that R. Kelly told you about, or maybe told you about, or you made up that they told you about. I don't care about none of that. What I care about is if you entrusting me to get you information that's right and exact. That's what I care about. That's just what it is. Because if you can't trust me to give you right and exact information, then I'm just as bad as the swindler. I'm just as bad as the grifter. No, we ain't doing that. And so that's how he came up with you understand? That's how we came up with that. I mean, look at this. Let's read this. When he filed this, listen to this. The matter should be of concern. United States District Court. This is in 2020 when he filed his $10 million lawsuit. United States District Court corruption of radar. The matter should be of concern to everyone who believes in liberty and justice. For all, affirm Ronnie Bo, born Ronnie Martin, author of The Holy Trap Scriptures, a book that is considered a whistleblower to government corruption. The above quote comes not from the book, but from the recent letter. You hear what I say? The recent letter which the author sent to Chief Justice John Roberts of the United States Supreme Court regarding Federal District Court Judge J.P. Studamula, who apparently obstructed justice in a civil action against DEA agent Timothy P. Gray. Case On March 17, 2020, a carbon copy of that letter was delivered to President Trump. Good goodness gracious. The trap man. This is what I'm talking about. That is not protocol to law. This is not protocol to law. Family, anybody ever been in any trouble in dealing with any corruption in any law, you would know that this is not protocol to law. He writing President Trump. He writing the Supreme Court Justice. That's not protocol to law.
Come on, man.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the delusion. This is the delusion that our people go through, family. Peace, family. This is the delusion that our people go through. This is the delusion that our people, listen, our people got a serious issue. And the problem that I have, nobody never said nothing. On this blog right here, nobody never said nothing. Look, Ronnie Bo, what R. Kelly told him, the industry, Jay-Z, and corruption of his federal case. According to what he did on this show, R. Kelly didn't tell him nothing. Nothing. And according to what I watched throughout the internet, R. Kelly didn't tell him nothing. Because he told us everything that we already knew. And then he theorized on things that he thought. Listen, watch my brother Doggy Diamond, who is an expert interviewer. Now, Doggy Diamonds may do his thing a little bit different than the way that I do things. You know what I'm saying? But watch the body language of Doggy Diamonds.
He helped me become somebody she latched on to him. But I'm just saying, what I want to make sure of is that this is not what we think. Did he say this to you? What did he say, bro? That's what we got to make cool. We can't say what we think. Fuck what we think. What did he say? Did he say anything pertaining to you trying not to let it go? I know you know so. I don't want to, because I know he want to write his book, but what did he say? Yo, they knew what was up. Don't think about it, bro. Don't think about it. They knew that Ania was attached to him, and he took her under his wing, but he didn't directly speak on nothing intimate that they had going on. He just basically I took her under my wing, and I tried to, do what everybody expected me to do with her, as far as make her out of something. And he basically said he did it because they came back to hunt him. You know what I mean? To this day, he got people saying basically he was a pedophile. He took advantage of her because of her youth and married her while she was 15. No. Well, I mean, basically that's what he said. He kind of regret he did what he did, as far as even taking her under his wing. Got you. I guess we can move on from that, huh?
You see the body language of Doggy Diamonds? He said, I got you. I guess we can move on from that. Somebody putting ads on here. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting a bunch of ads on my demonstration. I'm going to Google that when I get down. But you seen the body language of Doggy Diamonds. The body language of Doggy Diamonds was like, okay, well, I guess we can move on. Because Doggy Diamonds is an expert interviewer. And Doggy Diamonds give me the impression, that man is a prison more. Give me the impression in this interview, he's just trying to get to the other side of the interview, like I was last night. Like last night, I was doing the same thing, because I pick up a lot of skills from Doggy Diamonds, because he been doing this when some people that's on the internet, even him, probably was in diapers. But whatever the case may be, in my interview last night, I was doing the same thing, and y'all was looking at me like, come on, Grand Sheik, you gonna let this fly? No, I was trying to get to the other side of the interview. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you can look at the interview with Doggy Diamonds, and you can see that the ads are a part of YouTube. It is what it is. Wow, I didn't know they was getting that much ads. I can't control them though. But anyway, at the end of the day, I knew that something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I knew that something wasn't right. With that being said, remember when he said, let me see if I can find it right quick. He said, let me see if I can find it. I think I got it. Let me see, I got it. Let me see if I can find it. He said, let me see. Listen to this.
Around this time, they was just letting us out of our cell. First, we was on 24-hour lockdown. Couldn't come out for phone calls. showers, as extreme as it's gonna sound, we couldn't come out for nothing, basically. You know what I mean? But around this time, they was letting us get twice a week. They let us out for phone calls and showers. You know what I mean?
Y'all hear how often they was out?
When people would come up there to protest for R. Kelly, they would cancel that for us, so we couldn't come out for calls or showers. You know what I mean? So everybody was like trying to get a message through to R. Kelly, like, bro, whoever that is, somehow.
He only been in the same housing unit with 30 days of R. Kelly. And if R. Kelly was in another housing unit after that, they was trying to send somebody to get through. How did he get all of this information from R. Kelly? I mean, how does he get all this information from R. Kelly that he can go from the early of 2023 all the way into now talking about his relationship with R. Kelly?
Tell your people stop doing that. It's fucking up everybody calls. We can't shower, like, and then like it happened like 3 times in a row after that for the same reason. People kept coming up there to protest for him, and then next thing you know, we heard it. Jeremiah Farmer went in his cell and whooped his ass or whatever.
Pay attention to this part.
That even at that time, bro, like Farmer said himself that the government wanted him to do that. His case was a real big government case. That Lion King case was big, and the government was actually leading that case. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a bogus case for them. But I mean, it could be believable because I know his people didn't give him the pass to do that. And then it's like how they had us locked down. Like, how did you get in his room at that time anyway? But
now stop right there.
Stop
right there. Once again, he says that Farmer said that that the government made him do this. Now, here's the real story.
Claims he snuck into R. Kelly's jail cell to attack the singer. This is Jeremiah Farmer, who claims he was forced to beat the Grammy winner. Kelly was asleep in his cell at Chicago's Metropolitan Correctional Center last Wednesday when he was attacked. Tonight, an inmate claims he snuck into R. Kelly's jail cell to attack the singer. This is Jeremiah Farmer, who claims he was forced to beat the Grammy winner. Kelly was asleep in his cell at Chicago's Metropolitan Correctional Center last Wednesday when he was attacked. Farmer, in jail for racketeering conspiracy, lays it all out in this appeal to the 7th Circuit.
This is why he did it.
Farmer writes he was, quote, forced to assault hip-hop and R&B singer R. Kelly in hopes of getting spotlight attention and world news notice to shed light on the government corruption.
Y'all hear what he said, why he did it? He was trying to shed light on government corruption. Now, there's an echo in it, so I'm going to play it back for you. And here is the letter that he wrote to the 7th District explaining why he did it. Not that the government made him do it. He did it because he wanted to share light on government. I guess maybe he can twist that and say, well, yeah, the government made him do it because he wanted to share light. But no, what he's saying is that the government was corrupt, and he thought that doing something to a famous R&B singer, they would ultimately hear his pleas about the corrupt government. This was what he wrote.
When he was attacked. Farmer, in jail for racketeering conspiracy, lays it all out in this appeal to the 7th Circuit. Farmer writes he was, quote, forced to assault hip-hop and R&B singer R. Kelly in hopes of getting spotlight attention and world news notice to shed light on the government corruption, end quote. R. Kelly is behind bars facing dozens of sex abuse charges, all of which he has denied. Kelly's attorneys have repeatedly asked for the singer's release while he awaits trial. So far, all those requests have been...
Now, here he goes.
Because everybody was frustrated with him. So,
when you say that y'all were on,
there you go. So the point that I was making is that none of his stories match on any podcast that he goes on. None of them match. None of them match. And if any podcaster would have done a little bit of research, they would have learned that he's really piecemealing all of this story. This is why he can't go in depth about anything. Did you notice he couldn't even go in depth about his own book? He couldn't even go in depth about his own book. He was stuck with his own book. Look at this. Hold on 1 second. When he would start talking about his book. Hold up. I want to give you about his book. Here go his book. A part of his book. Jesus, here you go. Check people out. Jesus, sound like Vampire in Brooklyn. Jesus stated, I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Jesus' mission was not to commit suicide to wash away our sins as Christianity has taught. Jesus' mission was to build the body of Christ by uniting his people under the belief system based on faith, understanding, forgiveness, gratitude, truth, enlightenment, and freedom. I hope he forgive me tonight. And Jesus practiced what he preached. He led by example. In John 14:12, Jesus declared, the ones who believe in me will also do the works that I've done, and even greater things. As a true believer in Christ, with this book, I'm striving to do what Jesus did, and even greater. Jesus was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I, Ronnie Bo, was sent only to the heart of the ghetto known as the trap. Wait a minute.
Come on, man.
The trap culture in modern days are the most influential people in the world. And now God has blessed the trap culture with spiritual scriptures and a prophet of their kind that will truly cultivate liberty and justice for all. Hey, this is why he's a holy prophet of the trap. Now, does it make sense to you? Listen, man. One thing that I've learned about ex-criminals that don't want to be criminals but still want to be grifters, they don't got the heart to take the risk to sell dope no more. They don't got the heart to take the risk to put the banger in somebody's face and say, give me the cheddar. So what they do is they join themselves among the ranks of social advancement or religious movements. But they really easy to pick out, because in religious movements, there's a certain character that goes with being in a religious movement. Whether you like religion or not, all you got to do is look at the person's character. That if he's talking about that he's a religious type person or a prophet of something of this, and they still sounding just like they did if you Google 5 years ago, any true religious person, and I'm not talking about the bootleg stuff, any true religious person, spiritual person, they get better in time. And you can see in their character. I mean, what up, Big Ma? They get better in time, and you can see in their character. You can hear in they talk. You can see in they walk. You know what I mean? That's what true religion do. I ain't talking about that fake stuff. And people that are in social advancing movements, they don't need to pivot off a name like R. Kelly, who was convicted of doing dirty things to underage children, who was on video doing things to children. What more do you need? Why didn't he just pick somebody else? He picked R. Kelly? He picked R. Kelly out of all people? And then one of the things that he said last night was that it was all a setup. It was a setup to get Aaliyah with R. Kelly. It was a setup for Aaliyah to be with R. Kelly so she can be thrust into the limelight. Well, I don't think that's a smart move to put a 15-year-old with a 27, 28-year-old, or however old he was, and think that that would thrust somebody into stardom. And then he alleged that her uncle was the one that did it, when in fact, her uncle has done multiple videos, and you can find them on YouTube, talking about how R. Kelly destroyed his family. It don't even make sense. He's like just grabbing any names. And these podcasters, they're not even they're not fact checking anything. They're not fact checking anything. If they would go back to their videos and fact check some of the stuff he say, they will find out that it's all cap. It's all cap. Everything that he says is cap. Why are you doing this, Brother Tahaka? Well, the reason why I'm doing this, because I want to warn people that if you come to Moorish World TV with a story, come with something that can help uplift people, come with something that will inspire people, come with something. That's right. He said Jay-Z, and I'm going to tell you, he said Jay-Z literally popped at him. When in fact that we know that's not true, because he says this himself. You know what I mean? He says it himself that if he can use it, he will, because that's what the bloggers are talking about. You know what I mean? That's what the bloggers are talking about. That's what he say. But anyway, at the end of the day, hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a few more slides. Yeah, at the end of the day, it appears to me that he will use anything at his disposal. That he will use anything at his disposal to try to get on. And that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? Listen. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Watch this. Give me. It's like, bro. Hold up. Watch this. And you can find the brother everywhere. I was trying to find the story, but the story is not even relative to Jay-Z or anybody else. It's not even, and he knows it though. And he knows it. And insane. You know, like on these blog streets, people should do more due diligence. They should do more due diligence, because at the end of the day, listen to this. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? The bro got a lot of information out there. That's misinformation. You know what I mean? Listen, let me show you something real quick. Let me pull this up real quick. He has rap videos out here. You see this? Ronnie Bo, Whack the Rat. He got rap videos out here. He's spending a lot of money in this production. That's really him. He want to be a rapper. I'm trying to tell you, he want to be a rapper. He want to be an author. He invested all his change in this. Look at this. He want to be an author. He a jack of all trades and a master of none. And this is why he using this R. Kelly thing. He needs this attention to feed his ego. Here go his book, The Creator. This is all ego driven. This is why he will send me an email in third person. This is why. This is why he would send me an email in third person and think that it's not going. Think he's been getting away with it for so long that he feel as though that it's going to blow up one day. But today it's blowing up in your face. Hip hop fraternity, a culture owl cult. You see what I'm saying? He just throwing anything to the wall and see what sticks. He throwing anything to the wall and see what sticks. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing. You know what I mean? And not to mention, the brother do have some talent. With all due respect, I listened to a few of his songs, and he do have some talent. I can't listen. He do have some talent. However, it's being sidelined because he has no discipline to pursue his talent. He's trying to grift. And maybe because of his mental health situation, he thinks that it will be more rewarding to go the back door as opposed to the front door. You know what I mean? But ain't no free lunch in this thing. In life, ain't no free lunch, family. Always teach your children. Always teach your children that in life there is no free lunch. Somebody got to pay for your free lunch ticket. Tonight, Ronnie Bo is paying for his own free lunch that he's been getting for the last 9 to 10 months on the internet. But ain't no free lunch and ain't no right way to do wrong. Always teach your children, ain't no right way to do wrong. I don't care how you try to do it. It's going to catch up with you. Listen to what he said. This guy is so, listen, I'm telling you, Google his name and you will find that this guy has been all over the internet. He's been everywhere. Look, there you go. He's been everywhere. Look at him. Spotify, he's been everywhere. All over the internet. Trying to make something stick. Holy trap scriptures. Next to blow. You feel me? Trying to make something stick. In the feds, Ronnie Bo, for the record. Trying to make something stick. See that? Got R. Kelly all over the place. 9 times out of 10, it is more likely than not, he's never been with love. Look at this. And everybody who interviewed him, everybody, look, this say R. Kelly's cellmate. He ain't never been R. Kelly's cellmate. You see this? And all I did was put his name in there. Grind now, shine later. You see this? And he's trying to use, of all people, R. Kelly's name. Of all people, he's trying to use R. Kelly. Of all people. He couldn't find somebody better. I guess the opportunity presented itself because R. Kelly was in the same jail. And he came up with, it appears to me that he allegedly came up with this idea that people would not question because the internet is so dumb that all they want is sensational stories. All they want is hype. All they want is drama, that he'll be able to pull this off. But he probably would, and he still can, but just not here. And he still can, but just not here. He can't pull it off here. Let me tell you something. One of the things that got me about the brother, you know what I mean? Like I said, he trying to be rapper. There you go. Look at this. Grind now, shine later. You know what I mean? One of the things that got me was when he thought it was, old people say, oh, that ain't cute. When he thought it was cute because him and R. Kelly, let me let it play.
Well, one of my favorite songs of his was an action to sing it. You know what I'm saying?
You asked him to sing the song, bro. What song was that, bro?
On my dead brother, God is my witness. The first time I actually saw him, I actually sang "Heaven I Need a Hug."
The first time you see another grown man, let me stop right there. I don't care if it was R. Kelly. I don't care if it was Stevie Wonder. I don't care who it was. I'm not asking R. Kelly to heaven need a hug, and I'm not asking Stevie Wonder in prison to sing There's a Ribbon in the Sky. That right there alone showed me that this brother was nutty as 13 fruitcakes. To think that story there, and that could possibly be the only true story when he passed him in the infirmary. But I ain't asking R. Kelly to sing Heaven in the Sky, and I ain't asking Luther Vandross to be talking about boo. Nobody. But this guy thought it was okay.
Crying and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I gotta be going through some deep shit though. Like when I was on the run from the Fed, like that was my motherfucking theme song to help me get through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Did he actually? I don't even know the song, but I'm gonna Google it when I'm done. Did he actually sing the song?
No, on my dead brother, he sung the song.
Oh,
bro, I sung it with him though.
I sung it with him. Y'all was in that sing.
And then one of my, hey, look, no, on some real shit though.
They was in there singing together. Can you there is not. Let me share it what Crip said. They was in there singing together. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? R. Kelly in there singing Heaven in the Sky with Ronnie. He's singing with R. Kelly. They doing a duet. You hear that? You hear that? Thank you, Crip. Crip say, what's funny is he been all over the internet. And soon as he come to MWTV, that's Moorish World TV, he get caught less than 24 hours. Good job, GS. Absolutely, Crypto. And you know what is crazy too? Is that I've looked at a lot of videos and I implore y'all to do the same. There's definitely not one person to give him any feedback as it relates to challenging his story. There is not one interviewer that I found challenge his story. But I'm telling you, with all intents and purposes, the brother was most likely in the same jail with R. Kelly. But I don't believe any of this stuff happened. It doesn't make sense. He has no detail. He has nothing. Listen. If him and R. Kelly had some sort of relationship, friendship in prison, he don't have a letter. He don't have a picture. He don't have a conversation. He don't have nothing. He don't have nothing. He has nothing. Listen, and then he said he recorded a song, right? And on the back of the song, he says, R. Kelly sent him a message. Family, I didn't have time today, but I was looking for this message. You're the world's greatest. I was looking for this message. I mean, and now I'm going to break it down to you. man. We the best that ever did it, man. We the best that ever did it, man. We the best that ever did it. So let this be a warning for those that come here trying to sell a book, trying to sell a concept, trying to sell a lie, trying to sell...
Come on, man.
This is what we call grifting over here. In the Moorish World TV vernacular, we call this grifting. Because in his mind, his association with R. Kelly is going to help him sell a book. His association with R. Kelly is going to help him sell some music. His association with R. Kelly is going to help him get some notoriety and sell more books, sell more music. His association with R. Kelly is going to propel him into some fame that he couldn't without the name of R. Kelly. But he could have at least picked a better name. He could have picked a better name. He's trying to defend R. Kelly. He made a statement to say that R. Kelly was not convicted of any SAs or any child mode. Where in the end of the day, it's all there. Like he's live saying, oh, he was only convicted of racketeering. No, bro, he wasn't. No, he wasn't, bro. He was convicted way more than racketeering, bro. And within racketeering, they have a level in there that addresses what you think the SA is not something that he was convicted of. So at the end of the day, Ronnie Bo, you just picked the wrong one, bro. From the beginning, you picked the wrong brother. You know what I mean? In the beginning, when you came and tried to come on Moorish World TV, you picked the wrong brother. I mean, why would you think that I would not go back and take a look at this email as I close out the show? Ronnie Bo was incarcerated with R. Kelly at MCC Chicago for 21 months. R. Kelly had revealed things to Ronnie Bo. This is Ronnie Bo writing the email to Jay-Z that would make good content for your channel. His most recent interview broadcast is April 3rd, 2024, reached 30,000. And you see, he going on these platforms and he's reaching 30,000 views. GM Ronnie Bo. And what do the... Hold up. Don't move yet, family. What do that stand for? What do GM stand for? Let me bring it on home real quick. Hold up one second. One second. What does that stand for?
Juice talk.
Let me show you what it stands for. Give me a second. GM Ronnie Bo. Here we go. I'm about to say it to you. Show you right now. Listen, I don't know why they would do that over here. What do the GM stand for? GM Ronnie Bo. Why would he do something like this? And all you bloggers that had him on your show, y'all need to go and address this also. Don't let him go around this internet faking people out. You know what I mean? Getting them to buy books of stuff that didn't even happen. I mean, that's silly. I mean, what do the GM stand for? Grind mode. GM. Grind mode. GM. You see that? Grind mode. That's what it stands for. Thank you, Candy Chambers. You see that? Why would he try to do this to me? Why would he try to do this to me? Come on, man. I told him we are a research platform last night. You know what I mean? And anybody that comes here, I just ask you to be straight up. Don't come here grifting because you ain't going to get away with it. You know what I mean? Get your hand out the cookie jar. You know what I mean? We are here to uplift and inspire people. We ain't here to grift people. Thank you so much, Candy. He never thought you were going to check him out, GS. Great job. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and like I say, he's talking in third person, right? He's talking in third person. And at the end of the day, 1 second. Watch this. At the end of the day, I even asked him, do you know? Because I'm not paying attention. Do you know the brother Ronnie? If so, email him and tell him I'd like to interview him, but I also will try to find his contact. Because again, I thought that it was just a random person. You know what I mean? And the email that he sent back to me, it says, it's very specific. I act as his publicist. I never even thought to look in the corner. I could have him either call you or text you directly by the morning, if not tonight. Now you tell me that this ain't a wildcat here. This is a wild one here. This is a wild one here. I'm trying to tell you. This is definitely a wild one here. I'm trying to tell you what I know. This is a wild one here. This is a wild one here. That mean. And the thing is that what gets me is that people claim that they're so real. People claim that they so thorough and this and that. Like, I couldn't even hang around a person like that. I couldn't even be cool with a person like that, bro. Bro, you that petty? You that petty? Like you really came up with that type of petty scheme? Let me ready shut down in a minute because it's going on 12 o'clock. But let me say this, family. Ronnie Bo, if you are listening, if this is a result of your best thinking, brother, you're going to be in big trouble for the rest of your life. Learn to think, brother. Because if this stunt that you've been pulling for the last 11 months, if this stunt is a result of your best thinking, brother, your life is going to be turned inside out for the rest of your life. Brother, just come correct. You have talent. You can write. You got the patience to write. You can rap. You got the patience to rap and record. You have nice visuals. Just put your own talent to the forefront. And let the people receive you for you. Because the moment that they figure out that you're not you, they're going to be looking for the you that you sold them. And not the real you that you are. It's just like people in fake relationships. They can put on all of these characters all they want, but you cannot live out that character indefinitely. The moment that you take off the mask, the moment that you take off the costume, people are going to be looking for the mask and the costume, but you won't be able to keep it up. So just give the people the real you. And if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. But in this world of the internet, somebody will like the real you. The problem is you don't like the real you. So you feel like no one else will like the real you. But that is a logical fallacy. That is a fallacy. Once you learn to like you, you don't need a R. Kelly to get people to be interested in you. You don't need a Jay-Z to get people to be interested in you. Heck, you got popped in the arm and you still want to ride off the wave of a Jay-Z because you did something that he probably never even heard about, never know your name, never will ever even hear about the story of what you're talking about because it's on such a low level. But be you. And when the people like you for you, I'm telling you, it's the greatest thing in the world because you don't have to put on that costume and that makeup. You ain't got to put on that raggedy overcoat. You ain't got to put on that raggedy shiny jewelry. You ain't got to put on, you just you. And that's just what it is.
Come on, man.
Man, I'm coming, man. So anyway, family, peace and love, family. I will see y'all tomorrow. We gonna get busy tomorrow. You already know what it is when I do it. So, hey, Hopefully he'll drop the R. Kelly thing. Yeah, he better. He better. Shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to me. I hope you can come back in 6 months, Ronnie Bo. Come back in 6 months with the total you. No R. Kelly. No R. Kelly. No sensational stories. Just you rapping raw. Just you with your artistic ability as a writer. Just you. You feel what I'm saying? Just you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of those.
I'm trying to be your friend, man. That's right. Trying to be your friend, bro.
Thank you for everybody.
Help me out.
That look out for the grand sheet.
I wanna
appreciate you.
Be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your
I just want to be your friend, brother Ryan.
I said you ain't never met a more like
Thank you, Candy Chambers.
Ever gonna meet one again.
You ain't gonna never meet one.
Be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said
thank you, Crypto.
Never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your
friend.
Peace and love. You let me be your friend. Peace and love. Hey yo, I used to be a thug.
Thank you, Starlight.
Now I'm all about love, truth, peace, and freedom. Till
we
I return to a law. One day we gon' meet them. I'm all about justice. That's the focus of the message. Sometimes Asiatics make me wanna get the lessons. I'll be all up in my passion from all the Moorish passion. All
Divine, baby.
I start laughing. A grown man with a ponytail. Another calling us Neanderthal.
What up, Romero?
I mean, for real, this is what it come to, my brother. We got nothing better to do than talk down to each other. Yeah, we can get scholarly or we can get gutter. We are the children of our father, and the breast of our mother has nursed us all. And first of all, we beefing while the peen try to murk us all. You need to chill, my brother. Tell the elder the same, cause on the real, my man, I'm really about them things. I can take the feds off and get back in the low and return to the state where they used to call me dope. But no, I'm rolling with the prophet of Allah. I want love, not war. Standing on that floor, and I'm holding the square. The compass and the axe that might be too deep. Yo, let's not get off track. See, our prophet was an adept. Do you know what that is? An Egyptian adept is a brother who lived by the universal science developed in the Nile. We call it Islamism, but it's the same, my child. Sit at the foot of a master.
The original B-boy stance.
I might have to bang you up. I still love you. And those that
the original B-boy stance.
Everything the prophet bought is
Prophet Noble Drew Ali in the original B-boy stance.
Up is just the start. And there's space to meet a law.
1916.
Dress like Imhotep, but you can dress like a herb. By the Moorish American Muslim unifies the word. You can say what you want about Dr. York, but he gave you different variations of the same thought.
You won't appreciate that. We in the B-boy stance.
Appreciate the holy and divine Drew Ali. People refuse to admit it. He's the first that ever did it. Europeans hold.
Family, I see y'all tomorrow night.
But we here, strong.
Breaking stories. Breaking stories. That's right.
Listen and consider the facts. You know it's humanly
the B-boy stance.
I guess the Chinaman is yellow. A Mexican is
don't believe what they told you about the prophet.
Ridiculous to sound.
Ask me first.
But we must unite. It's okay to disagree.
What up, Big Mom?
Because if we have to fight,
I know how we get.
I'm still learning to love. No,
hey.
So work with me, fam, and I'ma work with you.
And let's all work together and do what we gotta do.
On the real side,
yes, me.
No progress.
Thank you so much, Candy Chambers. Thank you, Yasmin. Romelo 18. Hannibal L. Come on, man. Demetrius. Lake Ave Radio Show. Come on, man. Mustafa. Ephraim Colin. Let's go. Come on, man. Oh, yeah. Big guy Alexander. I want to be your friend. I said you would never, and you ain't never, and you ain't never, ever. You ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever want to meet one again.
I want to be your friend, peace and love. Just let me be your friend.
Hey.
Oh yeah, you ain't never met a more like this,
and you ain't never, ever going to meet one again. Come on, drop one in.
Peace and love. Let me be your friend, peace and love. I want to be your friend.
Yeah.
Be your friend.
Thank you, family.
We ain't trying to be enemies.
Michael Carter in the building.
I want to be your
friend. I've been did that.
Hey.
That's how we do. We calling cap on this one. Hey, we calling cap on this one. Family, I see y'all tomorrow. Don't look for the alert. Just be in the building because I will be here tomorrow without a doubt or contradiction. Just be in the building between 10 and 10:30. I know you got to go work tomorrow, but nevertheless, join me if you can. Peace and love, and thank you.